So picture this, it's Friday night, you've got snacks. The perfect setup for a night of gaming, you're ready for an epic gaming session. The anticipation is building. But wait, the PlayStation Network has other plans. Suddenly an error message pops up. That's right folks, the PSN decided to take an unscheduled vacation, leaving millions of gamers worldwide in a state of digital darkness. The frustration is palpable. This wasn't just a minor blip, people, it was a full-scale outage. We're talking about a full-blown outage. Account management, gone. No logging in, no updates, gaming with friends, see you later. Plans for multiplayer sessions, out the window. Even buying new games online became impossible. The PlayStation Store was down too. It was basically the digital equivalent of your internet going down when your favorite show is about to drop a new season. The timing couldn't have been worse. The worst part? It started on a Friday evening. Prime gaming time, the audacity, just when you thought you could unwind. Sony, we need to have a talk about scheduling. Seriously, this is not okay. I mean, come on, you know we're all itching to escape reality on the weekends. It's our time to relax and have fun. This outage was a stark reminder that even in our hyper-connected world, sometimes the internet gods just like to mess with us. And they sure did this time. And boy did they mess with us this time. It was a night to remember for all the wrong reasons. As you can imagine, the internet went into meltdown. Twitter flooded with complaints, Reddit overflowing with memes. It was like a digital wildfire spreading across social media platforms. Everyone had something to say, and most of it wasn't pretty. Gamers everywhere were united in their frustration. It didn't matter what game you were trying to play. The sentiment was the same. Pure, unadulterated annoyance. Some folks tried to restart their consoles 1,000 times, guilty. Each reboot was a desperate hope that maybe, just maybe, this time it would work. Others resorted to dusting off their old board games. It was like a trip down memory lane back to simpler times. Remember those? The ones you actually play with other humans in the same room? Wild, right? It was almost like rediscovering a lost art. But hey, it wasn't all doom and gloom. There were moments of levity amidst the chaos. As with any internet outage, the memes were top-notch. Creativity was at an all-time high. We had people comparing the PSN to a dial-up connection. The nostalgia was real and the jokes were relentless. Others were jokingly asking if Sony was accepting carrier pigeons for online play. The humor was both absurd and hilarious. You gotta love the internet's ability to find humor in even the most frustrating situations. It's like a collective therapy session. It's like a collective coping mechanism. We bond over our shared experiences, even the annoying ones. We laugh so we don't cry. It's a way to make the best out of a bad situation, or throw our controllers at the wall because let's face it, sometimes you just need to vent. Now to Sony's credit, they did eventually acknowledge the issue. They took to Twitter and their other social media channels to let us know they were aware of the situation and working on a fix. Of course, they didn't offer much in the way of specifics. No timeline for a fix, no explanation of what went wrong, just the usual corporate vagueness. Classic. Look, I get it, these things happen. But a little transparency goes a long way. Tell us what's going on, Sony. Are we talking about a rogue squirrel chewing on a cable? A DDoS attack from angry gamers who lost their online matches? We need answers. This isn't the first time the PSN has gone down, and it probably won't be the last. Gamers around the world have experienced these frustrating interruptions. Remember that infamous outage back in 2011? That one lasted for weeks. Weeks, people! It felt like an eternity for those who were affected. I'm getting flashbacks just thinking about it. The frustration was palpable. And let's not forget the more recent outages in 2024. They were just as disruptive. It seems like the PSN is becoming a bit of a repeat offender. These issues keep cropping up. Sony, you might want to invest in some sturdier servers. The infrastructure needs to be more reliable. Or maybe hire that squirrel-proofing company I mentioned earlier. Anything to keep the network stable. All jokes aside, these outages are a reminder that we're at the mercy of technology. Our gaming experiences are fragile. One minute we're conquering virtual worlds, immersed in our adventures. The next minute we're staring at error messages. It's a jarring shift. It's a humbling experience, to say the least. It makes us appreciate the times when everything runs smoothly.